attempting it. And if I feel like you're not, then instead of doing our daily call, which we do a call every day in the boot camp, now you're going to call me every hour on the hour, and I need to know what you got done. And I don't need you to tell me. I need you to show me. Show it to me. Show me what you did. Where can you physically show me what you got done? And the thing about it is that along that journey of this, you know, like you were saying, that small-minded people, they don't understand what you know, big thing people are doing. You know, it's kind of like I look at it like this: like small-minded people will never understand a global thing. Like if you're thinking globally, if you're thinking big, like that is a completely different thing. And the best way that I can describe how you can compare that or what that looks like is take a 5-year-old and take a 40-year-old and put them in a room and ask both their perspectives on, you know, the value of a Lamborghini. You know what I mean? Because by the time you're 40, you've already taken in all these beliefs. You've learned all this stuff. You believe you can't afford it. You believe that this car is outrageous. I would never spend $400,000 on a car. And that little 5-year-old kid hasn't been tainted with life yet. That 5-year-old kid's like, I don't care what it costs. Like, can I drive it? Like they're ahead of you. You know what I mean? So like, that's the difference in mindset. But like, if I were to mention that I would like to see in the next 10 years having Limitless, the Limitless Institute, as a nonprofit organization in 20 different countries, I mean, people are like, most people, they're gonna look at me and be like, sweet, whatever, dude. And they're gonna walk away. But in all seriousness, like I've got years and notepads and things of all of this being set up in my plan and how I'm gonna get all this done. And it will be. But it's just, you can't tell people that. You know, like when I started my first business, people thought I was out of my rabbit ass mind. But when that money started coming in, things got a little bit different. You know what I mean? So it's
right.
It's tough, man. You know, it's tough. And you're going to, sad but true, you're going to have to weed those people out. Like, and it doesn't mean you got to say bye to them forever, but you got to sit down and be like, look, yo, like, this is what I'm doing. And if you don't support me, like, go sit in the corner because I got shit to do today. You know, like, you're either with me or you're against me. And if you're against me, I'm just going to run you over or stay out of my way.
That's awesome, man. I love that. And you mentioned calling every hour on the hour because you wanted to see and have somebody show you. Does that eliminate the excuses, or does that reduce the amount of excuses that somebody can come up with and tie back into the discipline?
Yeah, so
just doing it.
Yeah, so there comes a point where, depending on what that goal or project was, maybe it was, hey, look, like, you've been slacking on your sales. You had a goal of hitting $1,000 this week. You're at like $150, or you're at like $750. You're not there yet. If I can see that I've pushed you and you didn't quite hit your goal, but I literally got to see, like, you can show me the messages, you can show me the text, you can show me the post, you can show me the ads that you put on Facebook, you can show me the stuff that you've been working all day. I'm not going to give you a strike. You know what I mean? But I am going to see the effort that you put in. And if you gave me an enormous effort, then we have an understanding. You know what I mean? I'm not out here to just give out strikes. I'm out here to look for the progress and the wins. That's what's most important.
And doing that does pushing somebody too far exist? Pushing them out of their comfort zone too far, or pushing them too far into something that they're not ready for?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like that is, so in most people's minds, that is dangerous or scary, or you shouldn't push them like that. But the reality of it is somebody's got to do it, because you've got enough people telling you that, hey, everything's going to be okay. Like, just, why can't you just be the way you are? Like, you're perfect the way you are. Like, can't you just settle? Why do you have to have it all? Like, why are you working so much? You know, like, we got enough people saying stuff like that, but what we don't have is enough people actually pushing people to get to their potential, pushing people past what their limit is. You know what I mean? And it is, you need to use your judgment on it. You know, there's a point where, all right, dude, I know I need to back down. Like, this person's at that point, you know? So, there's a lot of different techniques that I'll use. If I give you a task and you're not performing, or I see you shutting down, maybe I'll give you the silent treatment. I'm not going to answer your coaching call today. I'm not going to talk to you today. That's my way of letting you know that I'm disappointed in what you're doing. And that also gives my client time to sit and think about what they're actually doing. Rather than being in victim mode, I still have their attention, even though I didn't say anything to them. So now they're sitting there thinking about me, thinking about the goal at hand, and they're thinking about what they're supposed to be getting done. And maybe I did push them to that point, but it's something that's needed, because what does that mean to be pushed to a point? That means that's your limit, man. That's where you decided as a person that I'm only willing to go this far. And I'm going to show you and tell you that that's not far enough, and I'm going to push you farther.
So you push them towards the fight or flight. Is that that what it is?
Yeah. And we don't take flight. We ain't birds.
But you try to push them there, so they realize that they're either going to fight for what they want in this life and their goals, or they're going to play the victim mentality for the rest of their life, and this ain't for them.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's you're either going to do it or you're not, you know, and that can always change. Like, everything's a moving target. Everything changes all the time. Whatever your goals are today, they can change tomorrow. But maybe you're fresh into personal development. Maybe you've been laying on a couch, getting fat, eating Cheetos, watching football games. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, but if that was you and you attempted personal development to develop yourself or to better yourself, it's going to be hard. Like, this is harder than anything you'll ever learn. Any college course you can take, any sales course, marketing course, this is harder than anything, because you're dealing with yourself, and people are shying away from it. People are like, well, I'll avoid working on myself and let me take this sales training course. Believe me, guys, like, you guys are gifted with the ability to do a lot of major things, and it's not your lack of sales. It's not your lack of marketing. It's not your lack of any of that. It's the lack of your belief in yourself. It's the lack of attention you give yourself. It's the lack of pushing yourself. It's the lack of manning up or womaning up and doing what you need to do when it gets hard, instead of looking for the first out that you can find, or the first person to blame, or whatever that looks like. I mean, there's a lot of variations here, but dude, it's about you. And what are you going to do? I mean, do you think that Elon Musk knew anything about flying to freaking Mars when he decided he's going to Mars? He believed he could. He didn't, hey, let's go do a walk through NASA today and, like, let's see how they do it. Like, that dude was like, all right, who's got rockets? I got money. We're going to Mars. Like, end of story. Who's with me? And that was the beginning of his journey. And if you look at it at that magnitude, there's nothing special about him. He's not some special sperm count or had somebody put magical fairy dust on his freaking head to be successful. He believes in himself. He's worked on himself. He knows himself, and he'll push himself and those around him.
That's awesome. You mentioned being fresh into the personal development, personal training side of it, watching football, eating Cheetos. So how does that average person that is just brand new to this get in to change their mindset? Because, I mean, how do they do it without a coach? Is there a way to do it without a coach?
Yeah.
Because once it gets hard, aren't they going to back off and just retreat?
Yeah, there definitely is. So there's, and they are going to back off. They are going to retreat. So I'll speak for myself on this one. I didn't have a coach in the beginning, but what it took for me was something catastrophic in my life to get my attention and for me to change my perception on things. You know, like, we got a lot of cool things out here, man. Like, a lot of technology. We have a lot of TV shows. We've got a lot of, you know, tablets and social media and websites and all this cool shit, man. Like, it's amazing what we can do. Like, people did this, you guys. Like, it didn't fall out of the sky somewhere. Like, people believed in themselves enough to do this. And going down that journey that I was on, it took something horrific in my life to get my attention to say, hey, you're not doing the right thing, dude. Like, this isn't working out. And when I started stripping away everything that was around me, like all the extra nonsense, all the going out to the clubs, all the blowing every dollar I had so I looked like I had money every week, going to bars and buying everybody's stuff. Some other things that probably I shouldn't even be talking about here in my experience. But you know, when you strip all that away and you really just sit down and all that's left is you, and you start thinking about the basics of life and what's so beautiful about this, like when you can ask yourself, because I mean, I'll be real with you, man. Like when I was probably, I don't know, 15 to 25, if you told me, hey dude, why don't you just be happy, I would grit my teeth and cringe at the word happy. Like, that doesn't exist. Like, this is not Mr. Rogers. Like, that doesn't exist. I mean, I was a vengeful, hateful, evil, disgusting monster running the streets every day of my life. And then I quickly realized once I got in trouble and I ended up going to jail, I realized that this is not right. This is not the life for me. And most people are like, well, no shit, JC. But the thing about it is it was my environment. I'm not going to get into that, but it's the way that I grew up and what I was surrounded around, what I believed. And my belief system was based off of where I came from. And for me to be in this place where, dude, like you couldn't even talk to me about personal development. I would probably fight you. Like, I mean, I'm just being real. Like, I would probably go for your throat and try and take you out, because that's how I felt about, like, good people. Like, when I seen people who had money, and I was like, man, they're just snooty, man. They're different. They're weird. They're like, man. And at the same time, when they walk in a room, they have a presence. Like, I couldn't figure it out. But I came to a point, man, where I decided that I'm not going to live this life anymore, and I'm going to make it better no matter what. And when I did, it wasn't easy, guys. Like, I mean, like, you're gonna deal with things that are right here, man. It's you, man. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's back and forth. It's use my logic, use my heart, use my logic, use my heart. And then I went from this dude that was always fighting and always getting in trouble and always in ruckus to being really soft. And then I got to the point where, man, like, what's my posture look like, and how am I talking, and what am I wearing? Like, I got into this phase of awareness that was just completely unreal. And then I started to realize, like, all right, now I'm just trying to be like these people. Like, who am I? And then I started getting back to myself, because I went from this hardcore dude to this really soft dude that was lost. And so for you guys, you can do this, but it's going to take everything you've got to get yourself started. It's going to take, man, dude, you might have to go home and cry tonight. I mean, I'm just being real. Like, it's going to take everything you got to face yourself and who you really are and where you want to go. And you can get started without a coach. But I highly suggest, I don't even give a shit if it's me. Go find somebody that will be your ride or die. Find somebody that has achieved what you want to achieve. Find somebody that can help you in your area of life. You can have a mindset coach. You can have a fitness coach. You can have a business coach. You can have a sales coach. You can have a marketing coach. Shit, man, if you get your money right, you can surround yourself with nothing but coaches where everybody's there and everybody's watching. It's like being in public. Like, I'm in a room, everybody's staring at me, and they're all doing this, waiting for me to make a move. And all of them have taught you something different. All of them have given you information of what can make you successful. And at the same time, you have to remember who the fuck you are before you can even take this journey. Because if you don't know who you are and what you want out of life, you're popped. So if you're just getting into personal development, and I'm not trying to go on a rant here, but this is what needs to be. Like, success isn't, you ain't going to go find just a 6-week program and your fucking life's all better, guys. Like, don't look for all these shortcuts and little shit that you hear from all these people, like 4-hour work weeks and everything else. This takes time. This takes perseverance. This takes persistence, resilience. This takes getting your ass kicked every day and figuring out who you are and what you want, and start that journey, no matter how hard it is, no matter how bad your voice squeaks when you speak the truth. Say it. Say it. I don't care how bad you tremble. I don't care if a tear comes out of your eye. You got to get on that journey. And when you do, the first thing you should be looking for is, where can I go get money? How can I make money? Because you need to put money away to find people that can coach you into what you want out of life and get you where you need to be. They got this saying that it's lonely at the top, man. It's only lonely if you're by yourself on the way there and when you get there, if you can get there by yourself. But you surround yourself with the right people, shit, you're gonna have one hell of a party when you get up there. You know what I mean? So let's get it. You know?
Absolutely. And how do you energize others like this? How do you transfer your energy? Because just talking to you, I mean, normally when I do a podcast or interview somebody, I just kind of sit here, wait for them to answer. But listening to you, talk to you, I'm just like, yes, let's go. I'm just ready, man. And trying to semi-contain it within the vehicle. But so how do you energize others to do it without making yourself a crutch for them to play the blame game with you if they're not successful?
So this was a hard, dude. I'll say this. This was top 3 hardest lessons I had to learn, and I'll be honest. Like I'm still learning it. So I figured something out, man. Like even though that we as human beings, as people, how awesome we are, and like how important we are, how much we can influence people, how much we can love and be compassionate. Like all this amazing stuff is so great, but I just can't fucking save everybody, man. Like people have to get to a point where they've made the decision that they want to do something great with themselves before I can work with them. And then from that point on, I can easily teach them and influence them and show them and share my energy, because until you have an interest, until I have your complete fucking attention, that doesn't matter, you know. And that was why I shied away from doing like motivational videos. Like I used to do them in the beginning. I thought they're cool. And I realized that, dude, it's getting all the weakest people together and getting them happy and excited for the day, and then sending them off to go get punched in the face. Because you can get as excited as you want about external motivation, but once you get in the marketplace, you're gonna get punched in the face, and then you're like, oh, where's JC Limitless video? I gotta get excited again. Where's Les Brown and Grant Cardone? Where's these guys at? Let me get excited for the day. And you're wasting time. You know, so like it just comes to a point where people have to be to a certain point in their life and know what they want, and then I can help them. And then it's not that I have to give my energy. It's just, you know, it's the cool and awesome part of human interaction, where I can get excited about an idea, you can get excited about it, and we feed off each other's energy and we blow up. I'm very energy driven, so if you bring some bullshit around me, I'm gonna throw it right back at you. You bring some awesome smiles and interest and ambition around me, like I'm gonna make you sky high. You know what I mean? So I hope that answers your question, man. But you just got to find people that want it. I mean, that's it.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. And I came to that realization with the find your value statement that you had us do, and you had us write out, me at least 3 or 4 times, because the first few weren't good enough. But that was, I sat down and wrote that out, went over, showed my wife, and she's like, I had no idea. And we just had never really had that talk. And it hasn't been until the last few months, with having you as a coach and as a mentor, that her and I have really sat down, and we are closer than we have been in a long time.
That's
and
good.
I know somebody is going to see this and tag her, so I'll have some explaining to do later. But I love it, and she loves it, and
Good.
It's just lit a fire under us, and has just completely motivated us. So with that, I mean, what are your goals for 2018? I mean, they can't be, I don't imagine they're small goals, knowing you, because I know you're not a small-minded person.
Yeah, man. So I'll give you some of the goals. I'm gonna give you some of them. Some of them I can't even hand out. So here's one really awesome.
Fair enough.
And if you're in the Chicagoland area, you might want to take me up on this if it works out. So one of my goals is I'm going to go ahead and get an office here in Chicago, and I'm going to hire 3 to 4 people to come work with me for Limitless. It'll be all based upon content creation, like videography, photography, working with me for sales and marketing and social media. So my goal is to get that office up and running. And I mean, it's going to be like 7 a.m. till 7 p.m., 7 days a week, going hard, working over there and reaching as many freaking people as I can, because everything I've done so far, I've been on social media about 2 years. All my social media platforms combined, I think I've got about 50,000 followers. I did that not knowing what was going on or how it works, or I did it by myself. And I really want to, my big goal about putting that together is to build the Limitless Nation. So I would like to see the Limitless Nation go from 50,000 to about 250, 300,000 minimum by the end of 2018. So I just want to build a community, and that's got nothing to do with I'm trying to sell people shit or none of that. Like, I just want to find people who are entrepreneurs that are single moms and single dads and couples and people who are just getting into personal development. Like, I want to find people that want to make this world a better fucking place, and we can all be in the same house together. We can all be there. And like, and I don't have the idea of what most people do about communities. So I don't have the idea of, oh, I've got 300,000 people that are in my community and 20 people are active in there. You know, like I want to break the internet. I want to see people completely dedicated and interested in not only helping themselves, but other people around them. So that, I think, is my biggest goal. Like, all next year, I have tons of personal desires and goals that I have, but I mean, above all, this means everything to me. I don't have a job. I haven't had a job in years. Like, I don't do the job thing. And Limitless, literally, like, the moment I wake up till I go to sleep, and then even when I'm fucking sleeping, like, I'm thinking about Limitless. Like, how can I help more people? How can I reach more people? What is working? What's not working? Like, I don't understand social media, so I have to sit and look at things, and then I'm like, you know what? Just make the content, put it out. Like, so, like, my big thing is like, get people around me to help me get that message out and build that community.
That is 100% real. I mean, that's inspiring. That's motivating. I don't know that it gets more real than that right there, man.
Well, I mean, right now, like, we've got people everywhere, dude. I've got people in New Zealand, Australia. I got people in Russia. I've got people in Canada, South America, Spain, Italy, the UK. Like, Limitless is everywhere. But because I don't understand, like, social media and the process of all this. I mean, dude, I used to build houses. Like, I've been on social media for 2 years. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I show up and I get it done and I get you results. You know what I mean? But I need to pull everybody back together, and then I need to blow that community up, man. Like, the more people that you're surrounded around that are on the same mission as you, the bigger that ball of energy. Like, look at the energy between me and you, 2 people right now. Could you imagine 300,000 people having these types of conversations every day, bringing new ideas, new ways? Hey, guys, like, I know that there's a group of maybe single moms in here that are having a hard time making money, but these 30 entrepreneurs over here that's already built 6-figure businesses can say, hey, look, we've got opportunity for you to build your own business. Or if you don't want to own a business, fine, you can come work with us and we can pay you and you can stay home and make money. Like, dude, like, this is, people don't understand the power of thoughts and ideas and turning them into reality. And then when you combine that with 2, 3, 400,000 people that are dedicated to helping each other, woo-hoo, like, Limitless will echo around the globe, period.
100% believe it. And I can't wait for it. What book are you reading right now?
So the newest book I got, and I've read this a few times, and I highly advise everybody go get this, is Steal Like an Artist. And I know it sounds crazy, but this book is really great, man. This book has some amazing insight on the idea of content and how to create your own content, because I mean, at the end of the day, without reading the book, I mean, all we have is the information that's been handed down probably for the last 3,000 years. And everybody's got their own way of putting it out. And then other people come along and, like for me, for instance, like check this out. So with that being said, like this is about steal like an artist. And this is about like using other people's information and letting you know that it's okay. But the thing about it is there's an art to doing it. There's a way to do it where it's your information, it's your idea, your perception of it. So like for me, I don't follow Tony Robbins. I even spoke on stage with Les Brown. I don't follow Les Brown. I don't follow I follow a few people. I follow Grant Cardone, Patrick Bet-David, and recently Gary Vee. That's the only 3 people I follow because they're not in my niche. Like I don't want to be regurgitating Les Brown or Tony Robbins. Like we got enough fucking motivational people out here. Like I want to bring Limitless to the table. I want to bring me to the table, and I want to bring my own content. But at the same time, like I said, the content's been the same for 3,000 years. It's just the way you put it out. And this book, one, it gives you permission to go out and show you how to do it the right way. And 2, it relieves your mind of constantly being worried that you're going to be using somebody else's content. Like and I'm not saying like purposely like, hey, I'm just going to copy and paste this dude's shit and put it on my page. Like the ideas, the perceptions, the concepts, like use them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Going back to what you mentioned with people fresh into the personal development area, what are 5 books or 5 people that they could read or people they could watch that will help get their mind right faster before they narrow down finding a coach, if it's not you?
Okay, so first, just start following everything I've got. So, I mean, first and foremost, I mean, I'm not like trying to promote myself. I'm just being real. Like I know what I have. I know what I put together. I know what my content can do for you and how I can help you. And I mean, like you can just follow my pages. You can just follow my live streams. You can follow my videos, all my social media, whatever. Like, I mean, follow me. Come friend me, follow me, turn on notifications. I'll be there in your ear all day ragging at you to keep it moving. All right. So that's the big thing. But so I would say if there's 5 people to follow, I would say myself, I would say Patrick Bet-David, I would say Grant Cardone, I would say Gary Vee, and like I said, man, like I don't follow many people. Like, Sean Whalen, another dude I've been following, actually, where I found this book on one of his videos. Sean Whalen, that dude, he's a cool ass dude, man. So if you guys ain't following Sean Whalen, follow him. It's SeanWhalen. Sean Whalen, awesome dude, great guy, straight up front, no BS. Give it to you like it is, man. So those are my people I would say to follow if you wanted to learn about mindset or life in general, because like Grant does sales, Patrick Bet-David does entrepreneurship, Gary Vee does marketing. You guys see the pattern here. Myself with mindset, and then you've got Sean Whalen over there, which is he's a serial entrepreneur. He's a go-getter. Like he built a Baja truck and started racing Bajas. He ran for Congress. The dude ran for Congress with a big old beard and his flannel shirt on. Like the dude is a monster. Like I've got the utmost respect for that guy. So I mean, I would say that would be the people I would say to go follow.
That's awesome. I love it. I don't know what else to ask, man. I mean, I keep trying to throw stuff at you.
So look. Let me turn the table around.
You keep coming up with it.
So give me a good one. So in detail, what are the 3? Because we've only been in the boot camp just under 2 months. It's a 6-month program, yep. And I really want to hear, without any trying to make it sound good, I want a real fucking answer from you. And I'm going to hold a strike over your head because I know I can see in your face when you're lying. What are the 3 biggest things that the boot camp has helped you with? For real.
For real, 100%, no bullshit, no excuses. Number one's going to be confidence. I mean, the difference before versus where I'm at now, it's night and day difference. The awareness before, I was wasting time, just pissing away time, making excuses of I don't have the time, I can't do this, I can't fit it in. And after you had me delete some stupid games off my phone, which hurt for a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Well, they were great time wasters, great distractions to keep me from what I was supposed to be doing and should have been doing. But I've been more productive, and I posted more pictures. I've done more videos. I've gone out and talked to more people. Like I said, just this week alone, I got asked to leave 3 businesses from soliciting. So, I mean, that's been huge.
What about what about at home?
At home, with that creating time, my wife and I are closer now than we really have been in a long time. I have more time for her. I have more time for the kids. I don't even know what to say about it because I either get up earlier or I spend my time with them and stay up later because I can do that. I now know it's okay to do that. I'm aware that I can do that. But since I'm at home, I'm present with them. I'm not thinking about work. I'm not thinking about social media. I'm not thinking about what I need to get done for the boot camp or something else because I've either already got it done or going to do it after my time with them. So that right there, I mean, that's worth more than I paid for the boot camp, man. I'll be straight up with you.
Awesome, man. Good. Well, I think that's it. I just want to know what your honest opinion was about the boot camp because I'm going to release another boot camp and do the same thing again. It's going to be you guys are the red alpha team. Which are the Limitless Legends. Whoever makes it through the boot camp will be a Limitless Legend. And then I'm going to do the Blue Alpha team next. So, and then you guys will be in competition with each other. So I'm going to get ready. If there's anybody maybe interested in the boot camp, if you guys are watching this, I'm going to release that probably here really soon. I'm going to show you something else. Let's see if this works. On what I've been working on over here. So I'm going to have some free training. The Limitless Institute is being revamped. We're completely rebuilding the whole site.
Wow.
That looks awesome, man.
And getting ready for that. So if you guys are interested in the boot camp itself, go over at Alpha Team. I see you, Kelly. So if you're interested in the boot camp, I'm going to release that. The boot camp is 6 months. The boot camp in total is going to be $2,997, and you can make monthly payments of $499 to the boot camp. I'm only accepting 10 people, and you do need to be interviewed for it to see if you even qualify to be in the boot camp. Also, right now, for the Limitless Institute, for a very short amount of time, I'm going to release the Institute for $397 for a lifetime membership. And if you join the boot camp, the new boot camp that I'm putting out, you will get the Limitless Institute free. That's a $4,997 program, lifetime program for free. It's a lifetime membership that you'll get with the boot camp.
Woo!
Yes.
Damn.
I've got tons of webinars coming up, tons of free training coming up. I've been hustling on the back end over here. The Limitless Institute was in dire need of a facelift and content added. So that's all being done right now. So it's all coming together, guys. So if there's anything you're interested in, if you guys got questions, just feel free to hit me up.
That's awesome, man. And now Anna's saying I got an echo. I don't know what it did.
It's probably from when I switched the camera around. Probably threw something off. So, all right, man. Well,
that's all I got, man. That's going to be episode 33 for me.
Boom, let's kill it, man. Hey, 2018 is coming, man. If you didn't start working on 2018, you're popped. Like, let's get this thing started. Let me help you out. So, get ready for 2018. We've been working on 2018 since November 1st in Red Alpha Team. Get it together. Get ready, man. Forget about them New Year's.
Yes.
Forget about them New Year's resolutions. Start making some goals, man. Fuck them resolutions. How'd them last year resolutions work out, or the year before, or the year before that? Forget about that, man. Make some goals. Make a decision. Decide what you're gonna do, and stop at nothing to go get it. Go get it by any means necessary.
I love it.
Cool, brother. Well, I appreciate your time. I appreciate the opportunity to be interviewed by you, man.
Absolutely, man. I thank you for sitting down with me. I may have to turn this into 2 episodes just to kick off the new year right.
Whatever you got to do, Buckwheat. Whatever you got to do.
All right, man. I'll let you get out of here and get back to it.
Cool, man. You guys have yourself a limitless day. We can't be stopped. We won't be stopped. We're the 1%ers. We are limitless. The only limitations we have are the limitations in our own mind. I'm JC, man. I'm out.